Coming up today on Houston Live, local designer and season 2 winner of Project Runway, Chloe Dow, is showing her Houston pride and giving back to the community through fashion.
Plus, see how a local group ended up making history by collaborating on music for a popular show on Disney Junior.
And the new indoor yoga location where you can get a great workout with some pretty adorable partners.
Plus, today is National Rescue Dog Day. Lauren Kelly, oh, she's got the perfect shirt and the perfect companion. She's out at Bark Animal Shelter with info on their $5 adoptions. Oh my goodness, all that more is happening today on Houston Live.
Live from Studio B and KPRC 2. Houston Live starts now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Houston Life on this Thursday, May 20th. I'm Derek Shore.
And I'm Courtney Savala. It's Friday Eve.
Friday Eve, and gosh, that dog was adorable.
So cute.
We are very similar in that we both spend our days looking through our Instagram feed of puppy videos.
We just keep sending them back and forth to each other, like who can send the cuter one.
And every time I see a cute dog, I mean, there are a million cute ones out there. So many of them need homes, and we're going to show you how you can take one home, adopt, do not shop, and for $5, how can you say no to that?
Can't beat it. Lauren Kelly's going to have that coming up. Okay, so you guys were so helpful yesterday with the great shirt debate.
The blouse.
The blouse didn't, you know, it's where the buttons in the back and the front. It's dual purpose. It's wonderful. I need help again. So this is a real problem. So it has to do with my smartwatch. I wear this thing every day, multiple times a day.
You're not wearing it right now. What happened?
There's a problem.
Oh.
Okay. I worked out.
Okay.
And then I took the garbage men, they came, and so I was taking the empty container back to the house from the curb, you know, because it's already done. And I felt something on my arm. And I'm like, what? Oh my gosh, maggots. Like, first thing I thought of was maggots, right? No, y'all.
Your watch fell into the trash?
No. Look at what happened. Look at my watch.
Oh, your screen. Oh, it's like a locket. You can put something in there now.
What is happening?
You can save something special. Small little, like, jewelry box.
No, that's very bad.
What happened?
I don't know. The whole face came off.
We'll just take it in and get it fixed.
Well, so the initial, I had to unpair it. This is the thing. I still work, I feel like I'm on the Home Shopping Club. So this lovely watch can be yours. It doesn't work, but
it's broken.
Here's the thing. For anybody that has a smartwatch, now I have phantom, like, vibrations on my wrist. I keep feeling that, but it's not my watch. But if I go for a walk or I work out, I mean, it's basically I'm not doing anything because nothing's being tracked. Is this bad?
Remember the old days before smartwatches? First of all, I don't own one.
I know you don't. That's why I'm bringing this up, because I knew that you would be salty about this.
My feeling salty is a bit of an extreme description. Confused is more accurate.
But what happened?
Dude, I don't know. Why do you need that thing? We all have so many electronic devices in our lives. I don't need something vibrating on my wrist.
I don't know. Stand by, because if you guys have had this happen, apparently there's like swelling with the battery or something. I don't really know. But if you guys have, let me know. I may get it taken care of tomorrow. It's very traumatic. I only use it to work out, but I wear it every day.
Do you want my advice on how to take care of it?
Throw it away.
I think you should walk 30 steps over to that trash can, drop it in, and never look back.
Initial reports are going to cost me over $200 to get it fixed.
Unless you throw it in the trash, and then that's free.
And then it doesn't.
Actually, you should properly recycle it because it is electronic waste. But good luck doing that in Houston because we have a long way to go.
Okay.
I'm serious. We tried so hard.
Do.
Electronic waste, or if you have paint cans,
forget it.
Gosh, you drive all around town, and it's a thing.
Okay, just to keep on this crazy train. You ready for this too?
Oh no.
This is so bizarre, you guys. I heard about this story. So this is Bridezilla to a whole different degree.
This was you back in the day?
No, girl. No.
No, girl. Who are you calling girl?
You. Okay, so check this out. This is a Reddit article, and first of all, it's a message from the bride that basically went out into the universe, and now it's just gone viral. I'm gonna read the message first. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Welcome to my bridal party. I'm so excited to marry the man of my dreams. As you know,
I'm already annoyed.
This is going to be a very different wedding. We were hoping to do it outside and understand December is generally a cold month, but in Oklahoma, it's usually sunny and 70. Just a few things to ask. I handpicked all the dresses for the bridesmaids that will be there, and they will all be a size 8. If you're not a size 8, I recommend hitting the gym. No offense to anyone, but I've had this plan since I was in diapers, and I want it perfect.
This is not real.
Your nails need to be cut short and uncolored. Hair needs to be shoulder length and straightened. So if your hair is short, get extensions, no fake tans. As you may notice, my bestie is not the maid of honor, and it's just going to be a guest. If you don't know why, just ask. We have an understanding. We also want no kids at the ceremony, except for the flower girl, but she will only be present to throw flowers, then her parents are taking her home. I'm sorry if this seems like a lot of demands, but this is my special day. Hopefully you guys have an awesome time. One last thing, I'll be sending my Venmo and Cash App to the ones who haven't paid the $500 donation towards the honeymoon in Hawaii. Love you guys.
That is not real.
Yes.
The $500 donation to the honeymoon?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, for being from the South, she's awful tacky.
Can you even believe the nerve?
No, I can't. I mean, again, we could call today's show things Derek doesn't understand, like the smartwatch or like these traditions in weddings. I think the assumption that your bridesmaids are going to bow to your every demand and pay for a dress that they are only going to wear once, I just think it's so over the top.
And if you're not a size 8, she bought all the dresses in size 8. And if you're not a size 8 and the nails aren't this and the hair's not that, no tan.
Yeah, go to the gym if you're not a size 8. I mean, what a horrible thing to say to someone.
Right?
That's terrible. Who is this person? Do you have a phone number? I think we should call her live on the air.
I don't, but Junebug85 is the one that posted this, and she said later that the text was allegedly sent by the future bride of her close cousin. And those two have been dating after high school.
So the wedding actually happened then? This is like a thing, or it's about to happen?
It's about to happen. It's happening. It must be this December, since she talked about December.
Well, whoever the future spouse is, I say run for the hills.
Oh, one last thing. I'll be sending you my Venmo and Cash App. For those of you who haven't sent the $500, no.
How many times have you heard from someone, like let's say you have a friend or a coworker who's in another person's wedding, right? Hey, I'm in this wedding and oh my gosh, I have to travel because it's a destination wedding and I had to buy this bridesmaid's dress.
And then
but
I have to host
it didn't
this
fit,
and that.
so I had to have it altered and then I have to pay. I mean, people complain about this stuff because they don't want to do it.
It's a lot.
So not that anyone is asking for my advice, but like if we were ever to get married, I would never, first of all, we probably wouldn't do a wedding party. I don't think we would do a wedding party. Our friends Joel and Mario, they didn't have an official wedding party.
Right.
But
most people don't anymore, and I think maybe because people are, maybe this isn't true, but for people who are waiting longer or maybe second marriages or something, it's just getting married. It's not the whole...
Or get together with your friends and your
Yeah.
family and have a party and celebrate it. But I think when it starts feeling like homework, expensive homework that you have to pay for and get fitted for, I don't know, deal breaker for me. That woman sounds like a horrible person.
Good luck to that wedding, right?
Hey, so did you hear about this woman who hired a fake groom for a fake photo shoot?
What?
Okay, so here's what went down. This woman had a breakup, right? The whole point, she wanted to get back at her ex.
Oh, so she pretended she was getting married?
So a few months after the breakup, she hired this fake groom, she did a photo shoot, and she did the whole thing. They did these wedding photos that she then posted on social media just to get back at her ex.
That's a lot of work.
That seems extreme. I'm not sure how much money she ended up spending on this, so it definitely got her ex's attention. I don't think that this is actually, I think these are just stock photos of random people, but she made a TikTok video about it, of course, more than 2 million views. Here's the thing about making a TikTok video, though. I guess that really is her on the screen there on the left side. So, that's the fake wedding pic? This is the real picture? Oh, wow.
What's the one on the left with the pink bandana? What's that one? Just...
Wow. Okay. I guess that's a still from her TikTok thing. Here's the thing, though. When you post something like this on TikTok, wouldn't everybody find out? I mean, now at this point, her ex knows it's all fake.
So what's the end goal here?
To make him jealous temporarily, I guess.
And then she looks like the fool because she's not married and did all of this, right?
It's a lot of work.
Unless they get back together, unless he's, you know, oh, you are the love of my life. I don't know. Maybe there is a happy ending there or something. I don't know.
Like
she's still single.
Though.
Well,
yeah.
Oh well.
I mean, would you
Very
ever do
weird.
anything to get back at your ex?
No.
Yeah, I mean, my feeling is...
Quite honestly, that was so long ago, I don't even remember those.
But even my exes that weren't that long ago, I can't imagine wasting the time or energy to do something. Well, unless, like, I could make sewage back up in their yard. I might do that. Wouldn't that be good?
That's
like suddenly you had
that's
sewage from the
extreme.
city overflowing at your house.
That would be smelly.
Amazing. But how could you get that to happen?
I don't know.
You'd have to know all the right people, right?
Maybe.
I'd probably do that. That would be good.
You are so funny. Okay, so this is another thing we were talking about. This happened to Orlando, this
What?
next story. Weird items forgotten in Uber or like shared rides.
Well, like wallets, keys, phones, the usual, right?
Yeah, yeah. So one night, Orlando and we went out, and it was several hours later, realized that he didn't have his phone because he went to go set in his alarm. No phone.
And did it ever come back?
It did. The Uber driver ended up answering the phone, but it was like stuck in the seat. I don't know. But he ended up getting it like the next day.
Well, that's pretty awesome because a lot of people never see their stuff again. Brandon left his wallet once and our neighbor found it because the Uber dropped Brandon off and then went a few houses down, picked up our neighbor, and then our neighbor was like, oh, Brandon, his wallet.
Oh,
we got so
in the
lucky.
car.
Yeah, we got really lucky.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so according to Uber's Lost and Found Index, the most common things that are left behind, of course, phones, keys, wallets, but there's a list of strange things like a human tooth.
Oh.
A human tooth.
But what about the tooth fairy?
What about, how about
this
this one? A toilet seat?
Oh.
A lemon-shaped welcome sign, raw chicken, a catheter.
Well, that could be useful in the back of an Uber.
A mannequin head, and a crystal chandelier were just a few things. You know, I had that crystal chandelier somewhere. I don't know.
Where did I leave that mannequin head?
Where did I put that?
Oh, that mannequin
It's in my
head.
pocket? It's very...
If anyone finds a Ford Taurus with a mannequin head in the back, I'd like it back, please.
Please call.
Please call.
Isn't that funny?
I mean, I guess it makes sense. Now, I feel like people are so distracted, right? We're always on our phones. And so if you were carrying, I don't know, a raw chicken or a mannequin head or a toilet seat, one might forget about that item if they're too busy looking at a screen.
Oh, boy. I don't know. That's just very interesting. The full complete list, though, is on Mental Floss.
Oh,
good
well,
stuff.
I'm going to explore
There's
that
more
whole
things.
list.
Those were the best. I can only imagine what else is on that list.
Okay, good. And if anyone needs to know how to make sewage back up at your ex's house, let me know. I'm really good at it.
Okay. Still to come, would the world be more or less crazy if everyone had your personality?
That's our question for real?
Yes, we respond to one of the latest questions posted in Ask Reddit.
Oh, wow. It would be very quiet and boring if it were me. Plus, Lauren Kelly is showing how you can be a hero to a shelter dog by adopting one for National Rescue Dog Day. Lauren, are you about to adopt a third dog?
You guys don't even know how hard it's going to be for me to not adopt today. It is amazing here at Bark Houston. I'm going to tell you all the details about this little guy. His name is Fitz. He's up for adoption when Houston Life returns in just 2 minutes. Don't go.
Shop and save on our huge selection of furniture, like this sectional, just $9.55 or $16 a month. Or this living room, just $32 a month, interest-free. Save on rooms like this. Or this, just $9.99 or $17 a month. Shop room by room and get low sale prices like this. With 60-month interest-free financing right now at the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale.
Ready for a summer road trip? Make it an island getaway to Moody Gardens with great hotel packages. Save and enjoy our attractions, fantastic golf course, spa, and dining with beautiful island views from your hotel room. Online always, the best deals are at moodygardens.org. What you know about me? Just let the people say.
Well, here's a question posted in an Ask Reddit forum. If everyone in the world had your personality, what would the world look like?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I think it would be a sort of a quiet place, right? Because oftentimes people think that I'm just naturally an extrovert. I like to sort of be quiet and, I don't know, sit down and read
You're not
something.
giving yourself enough credit. It'd be like a total, you know, April Fool's Day every day.
Every once in a while,
it'd be like a prank world.
People might be pranking, but I would like to think that, I don't know, everyone would have solar panels on their roofs and drive electric cars, and we would all sit quietly on airplanes instead of blasting action films with no headphones.
You're cranky today.
I don't know. What about you?
Mine would be loud, high-strung, and a place with no names because I can't remember anybody's names.
That's true. Once we had a guest on the
Stop
show.
it!
Can I tell this story, please?
Oh.
It's so good.
Okay.
Let's say the guy's name was John, because maybe it was. I don't even
knows?
remember. So this guy was here to do something about something, and I don't know. He was doing a segment. He was a guest. He was in studio, right?
First of all, I was feeling very confident that day because I felt like I had his name.
So let's say his name is John, okay? So we're seated here at the desk, and John is over there by the green screen, right behind the cameras. And Courtney says, David, what's your Instagram? And he responds, it's John dot last name at... That was one of those moments where, like, I wanted to run and hide because it was so awkward.
Oh,
but we just
boy.
played it off like nothing happened.
I went, okay, great, that's weird. His Instagram is John.
David, what's your Instagram handle? It's John.
I can't remember anybody's name, so that's where it would be.
That's not totally true. Sometimes you do remember people's names.
I do?
I usually do. And you know the secret? People sometimes will ask me, how do you remember people's names? Here's the secret. So usually, you know when you meet someone, it's like, hi, how are you? Well, you're not really asking how they are because you don't really care how they are, right? It's just like a throwaway greeting. So asking for someone's name becomes part of the throwaway greeting. So the reason you can't remember their name is because you never commit it to memory in the first place. So all you have to do is listen when they tell you your name. And if their name is like Roberta, you think like, oh, I have an Aunt Roberta and she has brown eyes too. And then you do name association.
No. But in that case with the guy here, his name was right here and I just didn't.
Yeah, David, John.
I'm just bad
They're
at
both
it.
sort of the same.
Kind of.
John David.
Yeah.
David John.
We know a John David, don't
And
we?
I think I know a David John.
Boy, this show is getting
few of
really
them.
weird.
Oh, okay. Well, we do want to hear from you. If everyone in the world had your personality, what would the world look like? A very confusing place. If it were me, very confusing place. Visit our Houston Life Facebook page. Join the conversation. We will be sharing, as always, some of your comments later on in today's show. Looking forward to that one.
Absolutely. Well, today is May 20th. It's National Rescue Dog Day. And if your family is thinking of bringing home a new fur baby, today's the day.
Oh, it's such a perfect day for it. Lauren Kelly is hanging out with our friends over at Bark Animal Shelter with info on how we can be a hero to one of those adoptable pets today. Hey, Lauren.
That's right, you guys. Adopt, don't shop. Derek, you already said it. And today's theme for this adoption process is superheroes. As you can see, our friend Fitz has selected that he's going to be Superman. And here with more information is Bark's outreach manager, Jennifer Barrera-Wadri. Thank you for having us out today. I already told everybody at home in the studio that I'm probably going to leave with multiple pets adding to my family. Tell us about why it's so important to adopt.
Yeah, for sure. So every year we get quite a bit of animals throughout all the various shelters in the city, including Bark. So we're definitely always looking for forever homes, foster
Listen,
homes.
they're screaming in the background, come take me, come
They're
take
ready,
me.
they're ready. They're
And you
definitely ready.
mentioned to us earlier that you've got a lot of dogs here.
Yes, we do have a lot of dogs, a lot of cats. We're over 450 animals in the shelter as of now, so we're getting close to where our space starts to become a concern.
Right.
So we're always looking for permanent homes, foster homes, any kind of home that will...
Fostering is kind of like that little step you want to take if you don't want to commit to it just yet. It's like tempting and trying the waters, which it's hard to give those fostering pets back probably after you've had them
Yeah,
for a
we
while.
have quite a few people that don't want to give them back, which is okay. Like, we are perfectly fine with you taking a pet home permanently.
So $5 pet adoptions, how does that work?
Yeah, so all our process is currently with appointments only, so you're welcome to make an appointment.
Okay.
Our $5 adoption special is running from today all the way through Sunday.
So people have already been asking me about Fitz. We don't know exactly what he is, but he's adorable, and that's
He
really
is
all that
adorable.
counts. And he's about 3 years old.
Yeah, he's about 3 years old. He was actually found in a school play yard, so he's definitely looking for a forever home.
He's been here for 10 days, and if
Yeah.
you guys don't hurry, I'm gonna take him home with me. Jennifer, thank you for the info, and coming up a little bit later on the show, we're gonna get into more about the fostering, more about how you can take home a forever friend on this National Rescue Dog Day. Derek and Courtney, back to you guys in studio. I have some peeping around to do.
So much fun, Lauren. We'll see you in a bit.
And I love her top too with the dog paws on it. So cute. When we come back, how you can help the Houston community in style. Find out how to score this fashion statement coming up just in time for summer.
And we are also highlighting a local group breaking barriers by collaborating on a project with Disney Junior. Don't go away. Houston Life will be right back.
Welcome back. You know, the pandemic, of course, has hit many families very hard, but luckily, the giving spirit is alive and well right here in Houston. Local fashion designer Chloe Dow shares how she's using her gifts to help those in need.
My family and I came to Houston in 1979. So I actually went to Aldine Junior High, and it was the most diverse, most open culture. I mean, I actually saw a girl that was Asian that was a cheerleader, and she inspired me to be one. You know, I think when you grow up in an environment where you see that any possibility, it's available to anyone, doesn't matter where you come from. Anybody could be anything that they want as long as they aim for it and work for it. I was super proud after the election how the city dealt with the difference. So I just wanted to do something to reflect our diversity and our shared humanity, really. This city, at the end of the day, we care about each other. So I really wanted to do something to reflect how proud I was of the city and our diversity, and that's why I did the t-shirt. I just wanted to do something to reflect Houston and Houston in Texas, because I think one thing, Texas is a lot more diverse than people think, and Houston is super diverse. So we went through all the ethnicity. We tried to make sure everybody's covered. It took a lot of design, editing and input between the staff and everyone, because I honestly was not going to do 28 different people, but we ended up doing 28 different presentations so everyone could be included. But as when we were about to produce it, I realized the need for her, you know, that we really needed to help our community. And I, you know, got in the mail, helped support the Houston Food Bank, and I just thought, okay, this is perfect. It came in when I needed to, hey, give something back to the community. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, I might even continue throughout the year depending what the need is. I think my biggest takeaway is to be grateful for what you have, but also if you can share your skill or give something back to your community, you should. I think that's the biggest thing. Be grateful, but also give back if you can.
Her heart is so big. I love Chloe. I know that you're a fan of hers
Huge
as well.
fan.
If you would like to get your hands on one of the stylish tees that give back, 10% of sales will be donated this time to Houston Meals on Wheels. And we do have a link to purchase on our website, HoustonLife.tv. When she started that, it was for the Houston Food Bank. And so she's, like she said, continuing the need. And this time it's for Meals on Wheels.
She has used her time and talents to better the lives of so many in our communities, and we are so proud to call her one of our own.
Absolutely. She's a bright star.
She sure is. All right, let's send things over to Joe Sam now for a workout you have goat to try. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, this is a really, really cute workout. I had an incredible time there, and I can't wait to share that with everyone else. Coming up, I'm going to be introducing you to the best and cutest workout partners. As you can see right here, Goat Yoga Houston has opened its new indoor location. Details on what to expect next. Plus, we'll get a check of what's coming up on the news at 4 when Houston Life returns in 2 minutes.
Sunday on NBC.
Well, welcome back to Houston Live. Courtney and Derek back with you on this Friday Eve. We're that much closer to the weekend.
So close, I can taste it. All right, earlier we asked if everyone in the world had your personality, what would the world be like? Here's some of what you had to say. Let's get to your comments. Rita says, sometimes nice, sometimes cranky.
Ooh, I know. I can feel you. All right. And Marie, my goodness. Marie writes in, there would be no doubt what everyone is thinking. So Marie doesn't have a filter.
You know what? That's a good thing.
It is a good thing.
I love transparency. Todd writes in big trouble.
I love it. And Carla writes in, sleepy, kind, generous, and happy, but mostly sleepy.
Oh, I feel you, Carla.
I know. Right now, I could use a good nap sometimes, you know, the mid-afternoon.
I want Tex's nap schedule.
Tex has a good one.
I think he's napping right now. Is he over there? Oh,
no, he's not. That's a little lammy.
upstairs.
That's his little lamb. Okay, we're going to check in now with Keith, Christine, and Frank to see what they have coming up for the news at the top of the hour. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. The second you asked that question, Keith started bursting out laughing. So I'm curious, my friend. What would you say?
Well, we would need some sleep, but we would be one tired world because we would always be awake, running around doing something crazy.
So you consider yourself sleepy then?
Well, no, I like to get sleep because I usually like to go full bore. So yeah, we would be a sleepless world. You know?
If everyone in the world had your personality, it would be kind, sarcastic,
Oh, I'm a vomit.
sassy.
Sassy?
Katie Brown back
Oh,
there.
Katie, we don't need you to chime in. Oh my gosh, sassy.
He is sassy.
We would have some fun. I just know that much. We'd be happy. The world would have some fun. Yes.
Yeah. And Frank, you're pretty witty, my friend.
Oh, you know what? The world would talk to itself all the time. Do y'all know anybody that does that? I do. I talk to myself all the time.
I do too.
And people see my mouth moving. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm talking to myself."
I'm having an intelligent conversation. Yes.
Practice makes perfect.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
Oh.
Hey, Derek, drought's over.
Oh, yes. Really? No, not true.
Well,
Hurricane season is right around the corner, so the drought can't be over.
wait till you see what I have to show you. You're absolutely right. Temperatures right now on the warm side. Nice run today. 82 degrees right now. Cloud cover always helps a jog, that's for sure. We've got a little bit of sun breaking through, but the rain has been off to our east in Louisiana generally. Look at that. Lake Charles can't stand another drop, and there they have storms over the area as we speak. These showers continue to move in our general direction in the northern counties, but they're going to exit the area. Watch for the rivers. Trinity still under flood warning till Sunday. Down toward the south of San Bernard and the Tres Palacios also until Sunday. So just watch the rivers if you live near those. In the meantime, this is what we have right now. You can see there are the showers that are really exiting our area. And I tell you, the Futurecast really initializes pretty well. So with that in mind, as we go through this evening, we might see an evening pop-up shower, but generally just clouds. But things are beginning to edge our way for Friday and Saturday. So we'll talk about that coming up at 4, and we'll talk more about this. Speaking of hurricane season, this is Bermuda. This low looks like it's going to go as our first tropical system, which if it does, this will be the 7th year in a row that we've had something before June 1st, which is when the season actually starts. But I can track that for you and have a whole story to talk about at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, cloudy and mild this evening, a few showers Friday, Saturday, then we get a break, and then we get showers back. And then right now, heads up, it looks like Memorial Day weekend this far out, but it looks like it's going to be in pretty good shape. We'll talk about that too.
Hey, we'll take that after the week we've had. But
Oh
hey,
my gosh.
I'm just glad we're getting a little respite from the rain today for the most part.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah,
sure.
without a doubt. All right.
All right. Thank you, Frank. Another look now at some of the stories that we're going to be covering this afternoon. And for summer, just around the corner, and that means you will be spending more time by the pool, we hope. Coming up, health reporter Haley Hernandez takes a look at a new CDC report about the dangers of getting sick or even dying from germs found in pools.
Plus, it's the question that Houstonians have been asking for years now. What to do with the old Astrodome site? Investigator Robert Arnold is digging into this story today and the future of the 8th wonder of the world.
Yes, it's been around a long time.
Yeah, a lot of folks have an opinion about it, too.
Still here.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful, iconic building. I love the way the light comes in through the roof there.
It's amazing.
All right, guys, we'll see you at 4 o'clock. Curious about that story. All right, so a few years ago, Courtney and I got to try yoga with some pretty adorable goats. We did it live on our show, and now goat yoga is still going strong.
I mean, we definitely played with the goats. I don't know how much yoga was in there because we were laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. In fact, they have a brand new indoor location in Pearland, and that's where reporter Joe Sam, well, he's joining us now to talk about it.
Yeah, so I went out there and I had a great time, just like you guys did, because they had me cracking up the entire time. Now, Goat Yoga Houston was the first here in Texas and third in America. Their baby goats served as a great stress relief during the pandemic, and now their new indoor location on giving this a try.
That's the sound you're here walking into the new indoor Goat Yoga Houston studio. You heard right, goats.
We got, great reviews about it and things like that. So then I didn't feel so insane. Because at first I did feel a little crazy.
Rachel Henson opened Goat Yoga Houston in 2017 and says it's been a hit ever since, replacing those intense trainers with some pretty adorable workout buddies.
So goat yoga is your regular yoga combined with some goats. So goats love to jump on flat surfaces to either reach vegetation or get away from predators. And so we make the yogi become that flat surface. And so you're gonna notice you're gonna need to bring it. Oh, everybody wants to play. Everybody wants to play. So really bringing in the glutes, trying to lift it up, and then Kanga's gonna give you a nice little workout there.
Oh yeah. Now she's expanded her brand from outdoor to indoor, giving clients plenty of opportunities to get their workout in.
This is a location that we can come to if there's rain outside, because a lot of the time, well, like this week, we've been raining for 7 days. In 7 days, you don't want to get trapped in the house. You want to still get to do some things without canceling. So this is an option for people who don't want to cancel their class, that don't want to reschedule, that wanted to do it this weekend, or maybe they're in Houston visiting. That way they can still get their goat yoga on.
The goats are trained before getting to participate in workouts, and it doesn't matter your fitness level. Rachel says this is a fun way to break the normal routine and crack a smile while burning some calories.
I like leaving work and feeling good about what I do, and this provides that for me. I would just tell everybody to come with an open mind and have a good time. Like, we want you to laugh, we want you to sing along. This is what my mom calls it, is foga, fun yoga.
Some really fun yoga happening there. Now, if you want to experience this for yourself, Rachel is giving out a free pair of tickets. I'll have more information on how to get those tickets on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Y'all, I'm just going to say, I hate yoga, but I love any type of yoga that includes these baby goats. Now I'm going to do it every time, but it has to have some baby goats with it.
I mean, it is so fun, and if you're not laughing during goat yoga, there's something wrong.
There really is. Now, you two tried it out yourselves, like you mentioned, at the mall. We actually found a clip of you guys trying it out, and it had me cracking up.
Oh, man.
A little bit more.
Not biting
It's not biting it.
Okay, licking.
All right, so this is like a weight.
Is this when it had my hair?
It had the necklace.
The necklace.
Yeah, the goats were kind of biting.
Inhale and lift the right leg.
But also, I remember right before we went live, they were
Running in the mall.
running in the mall, but also doing their business.
They were pooping everywhere.
All over the place.
Oh my
And then
gosh.
really extend those arms up. And then engage the
I was
glute
afraid
back
I was
here.
going to pee in my pants. I'm going to be honest with you. There were so many things happening at
Holding your
once.
core really tight.
Oh, I love it.
All right, now let's exhale it down.
Oh, the good old days at the mall.
Oh, man.
And you know what? It had me, I saw this and I couldn't stop laughing because you two were hilarious in it. You're wiping up poop at the same time while you're trying to get into the yoga poses. I didn't know what was happening.
Neither did we. And remember, they were also jumping out of their little makeshift pin.
We put those steel trusses up
Right.
to sort of cage them in, and they just kept
Jump
jumping
right
right
over.
out.
I heard they had production people running all over the mall trying to grab it. And Rachel
Yes.
said she felt so bad, but now she feels good that she has it in her own location to where whenever we want to go and do it, we can go to her location. We're not going to have
Right.
it running around the mall.
Go to Pearland, don't do goat yoga in the mall.
Yes.
They don't do well on escalators. All right, Joe, thanks for that. Okay, so speaking of animals, still ahead, we're going to meet some cute dogs looking for their forever families. We'll have more on how we can help.
Plus, we're going to chat with the local artists bringing an ancient musical tradition to a new generation on Disney Junior. We'll be right back. A local ensemble making South Asian devotional music recently got the chance to collaborate on the soundtrack of a very special episode of Disney Junior's Mira Royal Detective.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. They are Riaz Kawali, and we are joined now by Sunny, the group's founder and artistic director, who has more on this pretty cool collaboration. And Sunny, first of all, we're going to get to this Disney Junior project in a moment, but talk to us about Kawali music. Describe it.
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, thanks for having us on. We appreciate, speaking to our local wonderful audience about this music. And we've been presenting Kawali music in Houston actually since probably around 2006. And Kawali is an art form that originates in South Asia. So, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, that sort of region is where this music originates, and it's really Sufi music. And it's really a music that has to be experienced in person, but we also are excited on the recording side because we're trying to take this music to new audiences. Again, because it originates in South Asia, we're excited to be able to showcase it and add context to it in audiences or to audiences when we present it across the United States and we had the opportunity to go to Europe and South America.
There's so much to learn about this genre of music, and like you say, you wish we could all experience it live. But you've released 2 albums, you're trained in Eastern and Western classical music. Is this really more of a culture, an intro to the culture of music? Is it the faith? I mean, is it a combination of both?
Yeah, I think that's very insightful. I would say a lot of everything you said. So Kawali is a vehicle that we use to introduce, as you well put, South Asian culture, the literature and the poetry of the people there. And to that effect, you know, South Asia is, even though a lot of South Asians have brown skin, there are hundreds of languages being spoken, many people of many different faiths. And so what we do, and specifically the Kawali that we bring to on the stage, is not very monolithic. It actually represents a lot of colors. So we sing in Punjabi and Gujarati and Urdu and even Persian, and we're representing spiritual backgrounds that are, of course, Sufism, because the music comes from there, but also Hinduism and Sikhism. And again, how it relates to the United States and specifically Houston is because we're presenting this to audiences who are equally, if not more diverse than the canon of work that is presented on stage. So I think that's been really exciting. And Houston, to be honest, has been a wonderful place to be able to cultivate this and grow this.
For sure. We are such a diverse city. All right, Sonny, so let's chat about this Disney Junior collaboration. I understand this was the first time Kawali music was ever used in a Disney production.
I didn't know that, by the way, until, you know, afterwards they were doing a screening and were very kind. So, you know, first, the folks at Disney, and specifically the composer of Mira, is Amrita Vaz, a talented composer who's done films before this, and she composed the first season and now the second one. So she reached out, and it was a pleasure to work on this because, you know, I grew up, like many of us, watching Disney, you know, whether it was Beauty and the Beast or Aladdin, and now having the opportunity to collaborate and create something for such a massive audience was amazing. And Amrita was huge in terms of allowing me the space to create. So the ensemble is, you know, 7, 8 of us that recorded in a studio. And every time we thought about toning something down, Amrita was like, no, do you guys, whatever is authentic to this genre. And that's beautiful, right? Because now I'm able to see on screen what has happened in my living room, or conversations that my parents and other uncles have. That language and that soundscape is now seen on TV. So it was a beautiful experience, a humbling experience, a fun experience.
And this is also the first on Disney Junior to really feature a South Asian theme and music. I mean, that's so proud to be able, like you were just saying, to sit in your living room and watch all these shows, but really have one that's speaking to the way that you grew up, Sonny.
Yeah, you know, I can't talk about who the first and stuff because, you know, my knowledge of what's on Disney is what I've consumed. So they may have done other South Asian things, but I think what you're saying is so right. Representation today means a lot. But that authenticity in representation is what each of us seek out for. And there's also a school of thought that as you see a culture that may not be of yours being authentically represented, you feel proud about yourself. So I could see, you know, the Latinx representation, and because it's got an authentic representation on screen, as a South Asian, I would feel more comfortable in my own skin. And I think kudos to Disney for doing that. And Riaz Kawali and all our musicians from our side have been very excited because this is you know, immigrants, many of us face this concept of two different languages or two different lives that many of us have. And this was a episode in which most of the languages or most of the dialogue is in English, and then it very quickly moves into Urdu, our song, and then weaves out, which is sort of the experience that many of us have.
Very cool, Sonny. We got to leave it there. Myra Royal Detective. We can find it. Mira Royal Detective. Disney Junior, also on the Disney Plus app. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, both of you, for having me.
Yeah, congrats on the collaboration as well. And if you would like to connect with Riaz Kawali, we do have a link on our website, HoustonLife.tv.
It's all about inclusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's check in with Lauren Kelly, who's making some new furry friends on this National Rescue Dog Day. Hi, Lauren.
You guys know how I do. I always make new furry friends. We're here at Bark Houston today for their National Rescue Dog Day. This is Pixie. I got more info on how you could take her to a forever home coming up when Houston Life returns. Say hi, Pixie. She's back, girl. Say hi. National Rescue Dog Day, and we are here at Bark Houston in true lap dog fashion. This is Pixie. She needs a forever home, as well as a ton of her other furry friends here. I'm here with Jennifer today. We're talking about how many dogs are here, but this is a great way for families to come out. $5 adoptions starting today through Sunday.
Yes, so we're very excited to offer $5 adoptions for dogs 5 months and over. So we have quite a bit of dogs that are ready for an adoption. And of course, you can't forget about the cats.
No, cats too, yes, yes.
They're regular price, but of course we have quite a bit of cats in our facility right now that are not quite ready for adoption, but are ready for foster.
Do you think that you're getting more dogs now because of the year we just had, the pandemic? Maybe people just, couldn't keep them in their houses anymore, and they just brought them here because this is just what needed to happen?
Yeah, I think it varies for different reasons. Everybody's situation's always different, and that might be one of the reasons, but it's just, Houston, we see a lot of animals come through our facility. So there's always various reasons.
So what you guys are doing here at Bark is you need to make an appointment online. We're just kind of keeping with the COVID protocols to make sure everybody stays safe, as well as the animals are staying safe too. Yes. So it's super simple to do. Just go to the website and book your time. Is that how it's going to happen?
Yeah, definitely. Just go to our website and schedule a time you'd like to come in and, and adopt. You're welcome to come with your family and walk through the facility and get to meet your forever friend.
I know we briefly mentioned it last time, but can you describe what fostering is? Because a lot of people probably have heard the term, but they're not really completely familiar with it.
Yeah, so a foster is somebody that temporarily houses a pet. It could be a dog, a cat, and they can keep it for whatever time frame they're able to keep it for. Sometimes people decide to adopt them, which is perfectly fine. We're always interested in turning that foster into adopter if that's possible, and if not, maybe just try to get the dog or cat adopted and come and get another one.
Absolutely. That's what's going to happen with me. Come and get another one. They need friends.
Yes.
So Jennifer, thank you so much for all the info. If you guys want more info on National Rescue Dog Day and all the wonderful adoptions and fur babies that need forever homes, just log on to HoustonLife.tv. It really is so great that you guys do this and house so many of these babies, because we know that they just want some love and some snuggles.
Definitely. Thank you for having us.
Derek and Courtney, back to you guys inside Studio B.
All right, Lauren, I can see why they call it Bark. They're all just saying, pick me, take me home. All right. Thank you, Lauren. After the break, a look at what's coming up on tomorrow's show, including one woman's journey to overcome life's challenges with a positive attitude.
And as we head to break, let's check in with Kevin Frazier for a look at what's coming up on entertainment tonight. Hey, Kevin.
Derek and Courtney tonight on ETR, emotional one-on-one with Destiny's Child member Michelle Williams inside her darkest days battling depression, and from her addiction to her recovery, our exclusive with Mama June. It's a lot and you don't want to miss it. That's tonight at 6:30 right here on KPRC2. Now, hold tight. Houston Life will be right back.
Life, the story of a brave local woman who rose above a major life challenge and how she's teaching others to be better.
Oh, very nice. And the Mopar Express Lane Spring Nationals is speeding into Houston Raceway Park. What you need to know before cheering on your favorite racers.
And we're going to take another look now what you had to say about our question of the day. If everyone in the world had your personality, what would the world be like? And Mick writes in, awesome and modest.
Oh. Wow. Okay. I see what you did there, Mick. Edward writes in, petty. I hope that's not a typo. I mean, it could be pretty as well, right?
It could be pretty,
But
I know.
petty.
Gabriella writes in, grumpy and tidy. Wait, maybe I'd be less grumpy if everyone was tidy.
You know, that's a good point. When a space is organized and orderly, I always feel a little bit better.
I know. This is what I do when I go upstairs to where the boys have their rooms. I just close their doors.
There you go.
Not today.
Close the doors, take 3 deep breaths, and it's
pretend
all gonna
like
be
it's all
okay.
tidy. Well, fun show. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Yeah, we'll see you back tomorrow. In the meantime, it is time for KPRC 2 News at 4 o'clock with Keith and Christine. We'll toss it over to you.
I feel like if everyone had my personality, they'd be constantly walking into rooms going, why'd I come in here? Everyone would be walking around lost.
I feel you.